Okay, thank okay. First of all, I would like to thank for this opportunity. Um, it's not every day that you'll be like in front of the screen or talking with someone or sharing an experience. So today, I'll be here sharing with you a little bit of what I know or what I've been learning through my journey. Um, First of all, I would like to introduce myself before I introduce the topic. Uh, my name is Jeremias Tamela. I'm 31 years old and I'm from Mozambique. And
You look good,
currently,
yeah?
my thank you, thank you. So currently, I'm an ESL teacher, a tutor, a Montessori teacher, and a trainer. So it's all together in one package. So today, I'm going to share my journey through these years. Okay. So let's have a look on our topic. So actually, we're going to talk about mistakes made by Portuguese speakers in English. Okay. So actually, as a Portuguese speaker, um, let's say we can find, a, let's say, challenge to speak, let's say, different language or can be, let's be practical, like English in this case, right? So I'm going to share with you some common mistakes, not all of them, but some of them. So I'll be sharing here with you, okay? So here we go. So before we go to the topic, we have to discuss a little bit about the difference and the similarities between English and Portuguese. I think that is very important before we discuss it. So let's just focus on the similarities first. And English and Portuguese, they both have Latin roots. So it means that both of the language share these roots, and at the same time they share the alphabet from A to Z. And as you can see here, the common words and loan words. And this one here is highlighted. So I'm going to explain it later why is highlighted. And basic sentence structure, okay? And punctuation, inflection of tenses and numbers, and cognates and use of articles. Okay, so we have basically these similarities. There are a number of similarities, but actually I just choose only this one here that you can see. And we have some differences between English and Portuguese. As you can see here, there are not only three, there are many, but to be more specific, okay, so I choose only three. The first one will be pronunciation, then spelling and punctuation, and idiomatic expressions. So we're going to focus on this right now. So after having this little brief of similarities and difference between English and Portuguese, I think that now it's time to pave our way and to discuss the real topic. But before, let me just explain these two things that I've just highlighted. So here we go. So these are some side notes, okay, so that we can be in the same page. So loan words, actually, we can actually talk about this, giving an example. When we are talking about, let's say, mm, when I use certain words from a certain language in another language. I really don't know if it makes sense, but I'm going to be more clear. For example, in English, it's very common to have, let's say, Portuguese language, or better, Portuguese words. I'm sorry. So even in Portuguese, it's very common to have English language. As you can see here, for example, you have cafe, and here you have bossa nova. These words you can find in English. Okay, so it means that it's like an exchange. Okay, even in Portuguese, here we have internet and we have software. So we use this normally, but it's English, but we use in Portuguese. So this is the meaning of long words. And after that, we have cognates. And what are cognates exactly? As you can see here, the example, okay? So as you can see here, words that look and sound similar, okay? And have the same meaning. As you can see here, the first one comes information in English, and in Portuguese we have informação. And this one, natural in English, and in Portuguese, natural. And we have important in English, and in Portuguese, we have importante. So it's a little bit quite similar. Uh, Maybe the pronunciation at the end of the day might differ a little bit. So now let's go to the topic. Okay, so here we go. Uh, Mistakes made by Portuguese speakers in English. So, as I said before, as a Portuguese speaker, we may find some challenge, okay, speaking English. For example, such as false friends, pronunciation, idiomatic expression, and spelling punctuation, okay? So we have many, okay, let's say many things that we can find, but I'll just bring these four uh, points, and then we are going to discuss about it. But first of all, I would like to discuss with you about false friends. Okay, false friends in the real meaning of false friends. So let's go. Just a second. Okay, false friends. Okay, what does false friends mean? Exactly, false friends has the, as it says, the proper name, okay? Words that are similar but not the same. You see, for example, I'm just going to switch from Portuguese to English, okay? Because here, as our topic suggests, okay, we are going to have English and Portuguese at the same time. As you can see here, I brought some examples. Here we have actual in English and versus atual in Portuguese. Um, as you can see here, actual means real, okay, or existing, while atual means current or up to date. So you see, both of the words here just like they are similar, okay, but the meaning is not the same, okay, as the name suggests, false friends. And here the second one, assist in English. And then we've got here in Portuguese, we have assistir. Okay, so assist means to help, okay, while assistir means to attend or to watch. And here we have preservative, okay, in English. And in Portuguese, we have preservative. So preservative means a substance that prevents spoilage, while preservative means condom. See, so we have actually these examples here that you can clearly see. The words look the same, but the meaning is quite different. So this one here we call false friend. Maybe you had, let's say, moments or occasions that you found yourself in a situation just like this, like you would mispronounce because of the similarities. You see, so for example, here we find this one here, actual and actual. So when we are speaking English because of our mother tongue, so we tend to pronounce as Portuguese and we forget that we are speaking English. And it goes the same to assist and assistir. So that's the same thing. So we're keeping moving forward. Okay, so what about pronunciation? I think this is the most important part because pronunciation actually is what brings into life the language. Because let's say in different language, we know that we have rules, right? And pronunciation is one of the rules for English or any different kind of language. But especially for English, here we have some particular cases that we are going to find here that we don't find in Portuguese language. For example, as you can notice here, we have pronouncing th. As you can see here, actually pronouncing th for Portuguese speakers, it has been something that has bothering Portuguese speakers because it changed and how it changed. So as I said before, um, speaking a language, we have to know the rules and one of the, for example, now we are going to learn about pronunciation. And of course, this is one of the rules that is one of the important rules. So here, as you can see, we have th. You see, it can be as TOD, okay, the sound of them. So how does it sound properly? For example, we have here this example here can be these sounds like these here, as you can see perfectly here, these. And the TH, sometimes you can find here, as I said, it changed the sound, right? So sometimes, for example, we have the word thank or the thank you. You see, it starts with the th sound, okay? And we have the word these. You see, thank and these. You see, both of the words are starting with th. So we have to know how to pronounce both of the words or different words beginning with th. And not only th, but we have pronouncing v as b. As you can see here, we have this example, very, that sounds like very. You see, for example, for let's say for English speakers, when you meet someone who is native, sometimes it might be a little bit complicated, let's say, to catch the words clearly because they speak, let's say, smoothly and a little bit faster. So sometimes we really don't listen perfectly. But uh, when we use these rules, actually, we can try to catch, let's say, these words or these difficult pronunciations that we have here. For example, like these ones, right? In Portuguese, the still pronounced as the, you see, but here may vary. You see, it may be, for example, here it may sound like b. You see, very, very. It goes a little bit faster. And pronouncing R, as you can see here, for example, um, This one I brought because it's very easy and misspelled. You see, for example, uh, as you can see here, red, right? It goes a little bit smooth at the beginning and it goes a little bit higher. Red, you see, red. As you can see here, this age, red. You see, not red, red. As we, let's say, as Portuguese speakers tend to say most of the times. So here, just to give an example, between these two language. As you can see here, we have nasal vowel. So, but this one here goes to Portuguese because we know that we have as well in Portuguese the pronunciation. For example, we have this one such as ow, for example, for palm, bread, and m in bang. You see, so for all the language, we have, let's say, the rules on how to pronounce, how to write, how to spell. So about pronunciation here, I'm bringing these two uh, sides for Portuguese and English. You see, for example, uh, we are not going to find, for example, these nasal vowels, for example, like ow in English. And for Portuguese, we are not going to find here V sounding as B, you see, so the difference between them. So um, sometimes we may find ourselves in these kinds of challenge so that we have to practice a little bit more and we check. And by the time we're going to get there, okay? So let's keep it going. I hope that you understand this. Okay, so this one here is very interesting as well. Idiomatic expressions, okay? Sometimes we find ourselves, for example, when we meet our friends, maybe we want to tell the jokes or we want to say something, but you don't know how to express in, let's say, in a foreign language like English, because we understand that there are some kinds of jokes that really don't go well when you translate. The meaning like fades away, you see. So there are some kinds of, let's say, idiomatic expressions that there is no way to translate them, you see, because when you translate, maybe something will be missing for sure, you see. So let's go. So as you can see here, when we find this kind of situation, we are going to really understand the words that we are choosing and the words that we are using. You see, for example, here we have using make, okay? Using make instead of do, okay? We have make and do. And here we have a clear example. Uh, I make my homework instead of I do my homework, you see? And the second one, take instead of have. I take a shower. Actually, this expression reminds me, let's say, back to the time when I was learning English and in Mozambique, because we used to translate it directly. So instead of saying I have a shower, I would say I take a shower, you see. So we have this kind of idiomatic expression here. And here we have get and become. I get tired instead of I become tired. Okay. So it might be a little bit confusing right now. How? Okay. So I have this little note for you to understand. For example, we use do, okay, to describe actions that are not physical. You see, for example, here, I do my homework, okay? Not I make my homework, you see. So, and here we have, we use have to describe actions that are related to possessions or experience. For example, here, I have a shower. You see, now, I take a shower. You see, now, we have to check here a little bit. I have a shower, okay? And we use become to describe change in state or condition. For example, here, before we had this one here, I get tired, okay? But when you translate it from Portuguese to English, let's say like directly, like not following the orders, actually you will get here, I get tired. And but the correct one should be I become tired. You see? So there are some kinds of idiomatic expressions. You see that is not easy and it's not often, let's say, that you will get the correct translation, you see. So we have to take care of this. We have to look at this deeply because it's one of the things that we have problems as Portuguese speakers. And let's go to one more. I have this as advice, okay? I'll not say this is a conclusion, but I'll just say as an advice. By being aware of these common mistakes, you can improve your English skills and communicate more effectively. Remember to practice regularly and seek feedback from native speakers, okay? So thank you very much. But before I finish here, I would like to share with you a video. Uh, it won't take long, so just please give me a second and then we are going to discuss about it because it's a part of this, let's say, of this presentation. Just give me a second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay, yes, I'll just share.
But it's not playing this side here.
Sorry?
It's not playing this side here. Is the video
It's
playing?
not playing. Yes, yes, it was. Let me try again.
Yeah, you better not zoom it. Yeah, just leave it like this. We can see it playing now.
Ah, okay, okay. But can you hear it?
Can you play it?
Okay,
No, we can't get the audio.
okay. Maybe I'll just send you later this
Okay,
video.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the idea here was just to listen to the speaker. Okay, he was delivering a speech, but the main idea was to listen to his pronunciation so that we can figure out that the pronunciation is very important, not more than having words all together well written, but the pronunciation is very crucial. So sometimes maybe the message could not get where we want to deliver because of the pronunciation. And hopefully, we are going to meet some other time so that we can have, let's say, a better opportunity to discuss this topic. Thank you very much.